Horste. How we doing, everybody? Cool. I'm happy to be here. I'm glad I do comedy. I remember the first job I ever had. I realized day one I was smarter than my boss. I used to work at this real fancy restaurant called Jimmy John's, and you guys have heard of the place. That's cool. Day one, finding out you're smarter than your boss, that's frustrating. This is the first thing he said to me. He was like, hey, buddy, do you want to work our cash register? Sure. Okay. He's like, not so fast there, smarty pants. Do you know how to add backwards? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. He's like, all right, let's say somebody hands you a $20 bill, but the total's only $12.50. Can you add back from 20 to $12.50? You mean subtraction? Where the hell are we right now? You're responsible for my paychecks. I don't feel comfortable working here. This isn't going to work out. I don't know. I had a little bit of a nostalgia the other day. I visited my grandpa, and I found my old Ouija board that I had when I was a kid. You guys remember the Ouija board? Yeah. The Ouija board was crazy, wasn't it? Ouija board was crazy. I never could figure it out. I never could figure it out either. I never could figure out why, whenever I played with my stupid friends, the ghosts were terrible spellers. I never understood that game. I love my grandpa, though. My grandpa, I always had the grandpa that exaggerated everything, you know what I mean? He saw me with a book bag. He's like, you kids in your book bags. When I was growing up, we didn't have book bags. We had to carry our books to school. Great. Maybe you should have invented a book bag. No, not everything was more difficult, Grandpa. All right, first of all, we used to have more books than you, and they were heavier, okay? Because when I was growing up, I used to have two 50-pound books per class. What did you have, Grandpa? You had the school book. Just one book called the school book. And half of history didn't happen yet, so it wasn't even that heavy. Your 3-page book with one president in it. I don't care. Fold it up in your back pocket. Whatever. Dumb things, man. I went house sitting the other day with my girlfriend. Me and my girlfriend went house sitting. It was a lot of fun. You guys familiar with house sitting? You guys familiar with it? It's a lot of fun. For those of you not familiar with house sitting, I'll explain it to you. You see, house sitting is when someone pays you to have sex on everything they own. No idea why they pay you, really. My friend's like, I'll give you $50 to watch my house. I'm like, do you own a black light? He's like, no. I'm like, I'll do it. It's going to be a great time. I learned something recently. I love music, but there's something I found out recently. Apparently, if you listen to heavy metal music backwards, you hear the devil, right? Yeah, and here's another one. If you listen to country music backwards, you hear racism. I'm joking. You can just play it forward, actually. Rednecks aren't that subtle. Surprise. I don't know, man. I was watching something the other day that really upset me. I was watching this documentary, right? And apparently there's a camp that's existed for years. You guys probably already heard about it. But if you are an awful parent and you have a child who's gay, you can send your kid to this camp hoping that they pray the gay away, which is insane for more reasons than I have time really to get into tonight. But if you think it through, it's why I like karma so much, right? Because what all these homophobic counselors think they're doing, they think they're getting all these gay kids together so they can tell them that they think what they're doing is wrong. But what they're also doing, they're getting all these gay kids together, right? You're not even good at being homophobic. If you hate gay people so much, why would you get them together for a week so they can mingle? You know what I mean? There's at least one kid leaving that camp whatever, homophobes, thanks for introducing me to my partner, Billy. Thanks. If it wasn't for gay camp, I wouldn't know what a boy tasted like. Thank you. Thank you guys very much, everybody. You guys have been great.